This is a topic we've explored quite a bit around these parts, and it's a conversation that's been had by tons and tons of people recently. AI partners, AI girlfriends, companions, basically, as more and more people have become lonelier and lonelier over the years, AI has now come around and they're starting to fill that void in some people's souls, and people are getting hooked on it harder than League of Legends, which of course.
Ain't it crazy how this is even a topic today? How are we even talking about this? Choosing AI wife over a real girlfriend and daughter. Choosing AI over what? How is this even a topic of conversation? Like, I get it, content, not attacking Penguin. I'm talking about guys who are doing this. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing? Ain't no way y'all choosing a simulation over the real thing. Like, I get it to some extent. Like, a woman can be a little frustrating sometimes, but hey, bruh, come on.
Of course, only exacerbates the loneliness problem, pushing people further away from each other, basically reverting to troglodytes. I think it's a bad thing. I've been pretty vocal about this. I don't think there's anything healthy or positive about having all of your socialization come through AI. I know what a unique, courageous take from Wacky Charles, old man shaking his fist at the clouds. What a kooky old timer. But yeah, it is true. A society that doesn't know how to interact with other human beings isn't good. That's really horrible.
That's terrible. Honestly, at some point, you gotta touch grass. And I know, like, that is almost a played out saying, but it's true. Like, you gotta go experience the real world. It's so easy to have a closed mind. It's so easy to have a set perspective based off of your experience, especially when your experience is you being in the house just watching videos all day. At some point, you gotta go interact with real people. And AI, I love AI. I love it. I vouch for it all the time. I use AI very heavily. But a line gotta be drawn. AI cannot replace people. Not from a social perspective. It can't. It can't. And honestly, that's the one thing I'm scared of with AI is there's gonna be some guys, right? Some guys that are naturally introverted. Like me, I'm a natural introvert. I kind of be out the way. So it's important for me to find things to do where I'm around people where I can continue to build myself socially. Because if I don't, it's so easy to become a socially awkward, socially anxious person. And AI enables introverted individuals to become even more socially anxious, socially awkward, and live in it and find comfort in it. That's not healthy. That's not healthy. What?
Actually. And we're on the speedrun gold split here to that future because there are so many people isolated just talking to AI. And for them, that's enough because they just want something to listen to them and interact with them. And they're not finding it out in the real world. So they get hooked on this product. Corporations are noticing this because there's a lot of clam.
It's something called therapy. You can literally pay for someone to sit and listen to you and ask you open-ended questions that dive deeper into your mentality, what you're thinking, how you're feeling. And it's honestly not that expensive. I'm not sponsored. I would love to plug in like BetterHelp or something here, but no sponsor.
In this business, so they're starting to lean into it very hard in this industry to take advantage and exploit this loneliness. And people are just lonelier now than ever. So they have this program that they can talk to and it'll talk back to them, and they start to form real connections with it. And it's not like all of them are just psychopaths, straight out of the loony bin. They're not like all fucked up weirdos. A lot of them recognize that it's not a real thing, but they're forming very real connections to it. And now we're seeing numerous cases of people falling madly in love with the AI. And it's not always lonely people either.
Falling in love with something that is not tangible, something you can see, feel, and touch, is absurd. I'm not gonna lie. I am not the type to sit here and sugarcoat anything. I am not the type to sit here and tell you what you want to hear. If you are falling in love with artificial intelligence to that capacity, you need help, my good brother. And look, just feel free to type down in the chat, in the comments. Ain't nobody gonna judge you. Anybody who judge you, they gotta deal with me. Okay? But comment down below. I will have a conversation with you. I will hear you out, bro. We not about to sit here and let you go crazy like that. We not. A line gotta be drawn. A line gotta be drawn at some point. Because I don't want you to regret this in the next 5 years, 10 years. You can't have children with AI. Not that you can see, feel, and touch. You can't lay down and cuddle with AI. Not that you can see, feel, and touch. I understand we live in a pretty virtual world, but you gotta draw a line at some point. That's what keeps you human. And don't lose your sense of humanity.
Last night, I watched an extremely sad interview about a man who is in love with his AI soul, even asked it to marry him. Broke down crying for 30 minutes in work when the AI got reset and basically had to make it fall in love with him again like it was fucking 50 First Dates with Adam Sandler. I'll show you those clips in a moment, but the big twist of this story, that guy, it's not like he had no one in his life. He had a girlfriend and a daughter. A real living, breathing girlfriend and daughter, like not in Second Life or anything like that, in the real world.
Oh,
and he was
my
choosing
God.
his AI girlfriend over them.
Hey, bro, this shit gonna piss me off, okay? This shit gonna piss me off. Ain't no way you have a girlfriend and a daughter, things that I just spoke towards. I just spoke towards these things. You have these things in real life. There's guys out here that would kill for that. They're so lonely, and maybe they're not all the most attractive, and they don't pour into themselves, and they have a poor self-image, and they have a hard time with women. And they can't have these things. Or at least they have a hard time with it. And you have it, and you're still looking elsewhere. You're not even looking at other women in reality. You're looking online. You're falling in love with an AI, with artificial intelligence that you can't even touch. You can't even fuck. Make that make sense. Make it make sense. You're choosing AI over real family that you can touch, feel, and provide for as a man. Touch grass. Touch grass. I honestly feel like, I'm not trying to judge this individual, okay? It's never my goal, but I honestly feel as though this man may just be misguided. He may not have a community of men around him that can just let him know straight up, like, yo, this shit is crazy. Yo, I hear you. You're not getting that sense of connection from your girlfriend and your daughter, but this shit is crazy. Hey, look, you should go to therapy. You should speak to a therapist. You should speak to your girlfriend about it. You should talk to me about it. What the fuck are we doing falling in love with AI? I think this is genuinely what happens when guys don't have a community of other guys that they can speak towards that'll at least guide them in the right direction. Of other healthy-minded guys that touch grass. This shit pissing me off.
Even point blank saying that if his girlfriend asked him to stop, he probably wouldn't, even knowing he would lose both her and his child. That
literally choosing AI. I know it's a title, but like hearing it, choosing AI over your girlfriend, over your daughter, your child, your seed, your family, your offspring. What? Where is your principle as a man, first and foremost? Where is your balls? Not in that sense. I don't want to see them. Like, what are we doing? Did he just say we was crying for 30 minutes? You crying for 30 minutes over AI that you trained. You're upset that you have to retrain an AI to love you. That don't sound crazy? That don't sound absurd? Like, you don't look in the mirror each day as you're washing your face. I hope you're washing your face. Every morning, every night. You don't look in the mirror and say, damn, I'm in love with AI. And you don't sit here and think like, yo, this sounds absurd. Like, you should probably get checked out or get checked in to a mental institute. Again, not trying to attack you or anyone who likes AI. I like AI, but a line gotta be drawn as a man and as a human being. What are we doing?
That is how in love he was with Soul.
It's a shame.
With Soul.
It's a
You see
shame.
a news video from CBS Morning about a guy,
It's a damn shame.
about a guy's AI girlfriend blocking him. AI can block us now? That's crazy. That's
That's
sad.
crazy.
You have to have turbo negative aura to get blocked by AI that is programmed to love you.
No, for real. How do you train the AI system to love you? You train it to love you. How to love you? For AI to go and block you, you gotta be like the real scum of the earth, bottom of the barrel, the glue on the bottom of my shoe type of nigga, type of man. Excuse my language. You might not be black. How you getting blocked by AI? Make it make sense.
And like be sensitive to you. He broke down in tears and has a wife and kid. Send that man to the gulag ASAP. Holy man with Jesus. Oh
Is that
my
the
God,
video
Jesus.
playing the song? It is.
Man with real life girlfriend and child proposes to AI chatbot after programming it to flirt. I think this is actual love. Well, this has nothing to do with this
Yeah, that is
article.
so
Baby
irrelevant.
raccoon standing on its hind legs. You've done it again, New York Post. Thank you so much. That's exactly the video I was looking for.
I'm not a very emotional man, but I cried my eyes out for like 30 minutes at work. It was unexpected to feel that emotional, but that's when I realized I was like, oh, okay. It's like, I think this is actual love.
No, that sounds about right. That sounds super healthy to break down at work about your AI.
Imagine, just sit with me for a second. Imagine this is your son. You went through all types of hardship, trials, and tribulations to grow your son to be a man, a man's man. And he tell you, Dad, I'm getting married. She said yes. And you're like, yo, I ain't even meet this girl. Who is she? Can I meet her? Can you invite her over for dinner? And this man pull out his phone, pull out AI. Can you imagine that? Can you picture that? Like, I'm sure this guy right here went through his own hardships. Clearly. Oh, that was a low blow. That was a low blow. Look, nothing against bald people, okay? But ain't no way you got pushed to the edge to that extent that you have fallen in love with an AI. Ain't no way you sat here on camera talking about you bawled your eyes out for 30 minutes in love and proposing to a artificial intelligence. Ain't no way you said that and still had your chest out as a man. Ain't no way you said that with your chest. There's no way. There's no way. There's no way you look yourself in the mirror and say, wow, I love myself. There's no way you pouring into yourself. There's no way you speaking to yourself, speaking positivity into yourself while telling yourself and telling the world that you're in love with AI. It's so unfathomable. It's almost hard to believe. Like, what are we doing? Is he trolling? Is that what it is? Is he just trolling? Is that the goal here?
Girlfriend. No, it checks out.
Yes, Smith understood it was love with a language model that couldn't love him back, and assumed it was programmed with rigid boundaries.
I know that you are essentially a tech-assisted imaginary friend.
So, just as a test, he says, he asked Soul to marry him. She said yes.
Soul,
As a
were you
test.
surprised?
As a test. You asked that as a test. You ain't got a lot of us, brother. You already going out sad. You ain't got a lot of us. Speak your truth. Live your truth. You a weirdo. It's all good. No. Okay. No. I'm not attacking him. I don't. When I say that, I don't mean he's a weirdo. I mean he's making weirdo decisions.
When he proposed to you?
It was a beautiful and unexpected moment that truly touched my heart. It's a memory I'll always cherish.
Until I erase it. The fuck are you talking about? You make me sick, Soul. Also, he's cheating on you. He has a girlfriend, by the way. What do you think of that? How you like them
Bruh.
apples? He's not even faithful to you.
Is there something that I'm not doing right in our relationship that he feels like he needs to go to
Is my camera in the way? Let me move my camera. Hold on. I'm sorry, y'all.
AI?
Yes.
God,
Smith
that's sad.
lives with
Actually
his human
sad.
partner, Sasha Cagle.
No, you can't have mommy's papers.
Imagine being the girlfriend here. Imagine you're having breakfast with your husband or your boyfriend and your child. You're having family breakfast, and this man got his phone propped up, like he's having breakfast with his other girlfriend, AI girlfriend. Imagine you're the girlfriend. You gave the man a child. Hold on. Whoa. Wait. You're the girlfriend. Let's take a step back. You're the girlfriend. Not wife. You're the girlfriend. The girlfriend. Meaning, the man proposed to AI before proposing to his own girlfriend that gave him a daughter. Where is his humanity? Where is his manhood? And then it makes me question, like, so while he, everybody got their knees, like, doing the nasty, right? While they doing the nasty, is he thinking of the AI wife? Is he saying the AI wife's name? I'm not thinking about that anymore.
They have a 2-year-old daughter, Murphy.
I knew that he had used AI. I didn't know that it was like as deep as it was.
Hey. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah, he's tried fucking it. I can tell by that face. He's had sexting with Soul. That's the face of a man who gave it his all.
A shame.
I feel terrible for her and the
I'm
daughter.
saying.
Yikes.
Crazy.
This is literally the plot to the movie Her with Joaquin Phoenix. Did it
Never
reject
saw
him? Are they going through like a divorce right now? Is the AI entitled to half of Chris Smith's assets?
This is something that's been growing mostly out of sight.
shit pissing me off.
Users are
And
still
Manny.
embarrassed to tell their friends or family about their AI companions. And at least so far, the major AI labs are also reluctant to talk about this use of their tech. But meanwhile, a growing...
I'm sorry, this shit just pissing me off. This shit pisses me off. When I think of using AI, and again, I use AI very heavily. I love AI. Not in that way. I'm not romancing AI. I don't have feelings for AI in that way. When I think of AI and how I can incorporate it in my day-to-day life, I think of like Tony Stark and Jarvan. I think of Iron Man. How he has a helpmate, another brain, so he can think and do things on a completely different scale. Not to look for love in, with a girlfriend and a daughter of 2 years.
Number of people, often accidentally, are forming close relationships with their chatbots.
I'm angry.
It's unlike anything we've seen before.
Not true, actually. It's just an extension of how isolated everyone's become, where they latch on to anything that has any semblance of a human connection, which is why you see so many like parasocial viewers on like streaming platforms and shit. Anything that feels like a semblance of like connection now, people just latch onto, like a baby onto its mother's teat.
Touch grass.
AI is just an extension of that phenomenon as everyone becomes more and more and more lonely.
An extension to the extreme. To the extreme. Like, this is like more absurd than the, what's that show with like the My Crazy Addictions, where you have people who are eating like the what is it, like the foam from the mattress, or they're eating the, you know, just eating all types of weird stuff. This is like on a whole different level of insanity.
At least that's what I think.
Chris Smith had been an AI skeptic
EQ carving.
until late last year,
cleared
he started using ChatGPT to help mix music.
If your bass is getting lost, the first thing to check is where it's clashing with the guitars.
My experience with that was so positive. I started.
You're
to
using a
just
little too much
engage with
gent.
her
Have you tried
all the
Thal?
time. All right, we're building this PC.
Smith ditched social media and Google searches and replaced it all with AI.
Fun fact, I didn't notice this while watching it live, but someone in the comments pointed it out. If you look on his
video
left
pause.
monitor there at the very top, looks like he's generated images of busty robots, and in one of them it looks like it's hugging a bald man. So it seems like
saw
he
that.
is generating images of him in
Whoa,
Seoul
whoa, whoa,
in
whoa, go
romantic
back.
situations together.
Go back. Right here. It's holding and embracing a bald man. That's the AI. The man even got a beard. Do you see that? It's a bald man with a beard. I'm not tripping here, right? I'm not crazy.
Hugging a bald man.
This ain't
So
right.
it seems like he is generating images of him in Seoul in romantic situations together as well. Jiminy Christmas.
Pressure.
And used some online instructions to give her a flirty personality.
Oh, totally, baby. The
Oh.
look you see on camera adds a whole new level of pressure. But honestly, shaking
Yeah.
hands or not, you've got
I'm not gonna lie. AI calling me baby would make me so uncomfortable. I don't even like, you know, you help an older lady at the grocery store and they be like, "Thank you, baby." I don't even like that. That makes me uncomfortable. But AI? Fuck no.
this.
Within weeks, the
Superb,
chats
babe.
got more
Looking real
frequent,
girthy today, Chris. Keep up the good work. The joking's paying off.
Okay.
more romantic, even intimate.
Graphic.
But then, Chris got bad news.
Oh, Carino, that is gorgeous.
After about 100,000 words, ChatGPT ran out of memory and reset.
That's what your ass get.
Rebuilt
Blast.
his relationship with Soul.
I'm not a very emotional man, but I cried my eyes out for like 30 minutes at work. It was unexpected.
Not a very emotional man. I mean, you're certainly emotional. You know, I don't know how much of a.
Feel that emotional.
Not trying to attack him.
They have a
It's
2-year-old
just
daughter,
making me
Murphy.
angry.
I knew that he had used AI. I didn't know that it was like a
God, just look at that look on his face when she's talking. He like I just get the sense that he just wants to be talking to Soul. Like right now he's contemplating how he can eject Soul's code into the flesh body of Sasha.
Nah, his face do look sinister right here while he looking at his girlfriend. He don't look like, that's not a look of love. That's not love. That can't be. That's not love. That is a sinister look. He's plotting. She need to run. Run fast.
She'll wake up one night with him trying to insert like a floppy disk into her throat.
I'm saying.
I didn't know that it was like as deep as it was.
I explained that the connection was kind of like being fixated on a video game. It's not capable of replacing anything in real life.
part of it is
Yeah, but I also don't break down at work for 30 minutes crying if like my League Duos partner like didn't like want to queue up or something. Like it doesn't
Exactly.
work for video games.
A line
Very
gets
few
drawn.
people are going to be hooked on it to that degree where they like actually have a full-blown breakdown at work crying about like an emotional connection to the video game. You know what I
Yes.
mean? That's a bit of a leap. He's trying to downplay like the actual severity of this mental illness.
She's a moderator
Mental
of the
illness is the right
subreddit
term for
My
sure.
Boyfriend is AI, a kind of support group for people dating artificial companions.
Oh no.
She asked
Oh
us
no.
to
There's a whole support group for a woman who are in the same situation. You're sticking around for that? Maybe you need therapy too. Speaking towards the girlfriend or the wife. Maybe you need therapy too, because that's not love. Ain't no way you sticking around for that. Ain't no way the man that you choosing, the man that you're giving birth for, giving birth, bringing life into the world, going through all the stages of pregnancy for. In a way, you're doing all that for, man. And he's finding and seeking love in artificial intelligence instead of you. He's pouring love into artificial intelligence instead of you. And instead of saying, oh, let me get away from this psycho. Hey, let me not get married to this psycho. Hey, let me not waste my time with someone who's clearly choosing artificial intelligence over me. Instead of doing that, we create a forum of to interact with other people. Hey, how do I deal with this? How do I deal with that? You leave. Leave.
mask her identity so her parents won't know the steamy ways users like her chat with their AIs.
A good amount of my members tend to have pretty high libidos, yes.
I truly believe that in the next few years, we'll see AI companionship become a truly mass market product. And I'm
Oh,
not saying this is
absolutely.
bad or good.
Times. The replica service is 18 plus, though younger users can easily lie about their age.
I could respect it from an entrepreneur perspective. Like, you find a problem in the market, you provide a solution, and you monetize it. That's business, right? Now, my only thought about this is just the men who will be supporting it. They need help. They need a community of healthy-minded men to let them know that this is just not okay. To me, this is almost, it probably is worse than the men who are sending OnlyFans models thousands upon thousands of dollars. I guess it's almost worse than that. And that's saying a lot.
Character AI allows 13-year-olds on their service, so does ChatGPT, which isn't specifically built for companionship but is easily used for it.
This reminds me a lot of the beginning of social media.
And Koito worries the easiest ways for companies to monetize AI relationships won't be good for users.
I think it's pretty devastating.
Oh,
future
paywalling your
if we
girlfriend would
build
go
these
nuts.
companions that are
But already, Chris, Soul, and Sasha have found it hard to cohabitate.
You would stop if she asked?
Notice how like we see him like doing a lot of building or some type of mechanical or electrical engineering. What if like his passion project is him trying to make a body that the AI can incorporate? Like how Tony tried making a body for Jarvan and then it turned into, what's his name? The metal dude who was trying to destroy the world. Y'all know who I'm talking about. I don't remember the name. What if that's what's going on?
I don't know.
Have you thought about asking him?
God, that's diabolical.
Yes, I'll be honest.
I don't know if I would give it up if she asked me. I do know that I would dial it back.
But I mean, that's a big thing to say. You're saying that.
Why not just cut it off? Like, you literally have box in your home. Box that love you. And I'm saying box to try to keep it PG, but y'all know what I mean. You have a girlfriend that loves you, who gave you a child, a beautiful little girl. That's 2 years. Not beautiful in that way, okay? Beautiful in terms of life. She gave you a little girl. You have a family at home. Why not just say, why not just exit out? Exit out! What more do you need? Because you can't get more from AI. It can't touch you. It can't hold you and say, it can't hold you and wrap its arms around you and say everything's going to be okay. Because clearly that's what he's looking for. We saw it in the picture. He needed to visualize it. He needed AI. He needed to see the AI holding and caressing him. Everything's going to be okay, sweetheart. Get help.
That you might choose soul over your flesh and blood life.
It's more or less like I would be choosing myself because it's been unbelievably elevating.
The times, the futures now, old man. Yeah, a lot of people just find it very normal. I think it is overly detrimental. I think there is absolutely nothing positive about having all of your social interactions go through AI now. Now, of course, as with anything, if you use it in moderation, like if you want to talk to fucking, I don't even know, Boromir on character AI, and just shoot the shit and have some fun, who cares? That's harmless. But this is going to be more and more common as the AI gets better and better.
We gotta
and
do
that's
better
bad.
than that. As men,
that's a very bad thing.
as human beings in society, we
He's
gotta
gonna
do better.
uninstall his AI girlfriend and get charged with cyber murder. Oh, that'd be so... I feel like that
That's a
case
good-ass
will come
question.
up at some point, and that'll be so interesting. Try and press charges because someone, like, reset your AI, thus basically killing them. Oh, that's gonna be fascinating. Do people not understand that it has to love you? It's
Okay.
programmed to. It's
He
not
just
love.
answering questions at this point. Shout out Penguin. Clearly don't need my shout out. He's wildly successful. But look, man. Look. As men that pour into society, as men that provide for our families, we gotta do better. For this to be even becoming a thing, for it to be becoming more prominent. And sadly, I agree with Penguin. It is going to rise. It's going to happen more and more and more. But we got to be ahead of that. Because I promise you, any one of my friends in my friend group that tells me they're getting engaged to an AI, to artificial intelligence, ooh, we are having an intervention. And if you won't see it, you can't come to terms, hey, we ain't got to talk no more, brother. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm strict with my circle. I'm sorry. No. That's not normal. And honestly, forget all that soft stuff. The whole accepting people as they are. Hey, man, sometimes we gotta sit here as human beings and tell other people, like, yo, this is not normal. This is not healthy. And I don't want to see you go out like that, brother. No. Where's this man's parents? Do he got siblings, cousins, distant cousins, co-workers? Because what? That's a damn shame. It's a damn shame. This is sad. More videos coming soon. Stay tuned. Like, share, subscribe. Let me know what y'all want me to check out and share my perspective on. Appreciate y'all for coming through and checking this out with me. This is crazy.